My mom never learned to ride a bike. She was fearful and timid. Then once at a public pool, she was chatting with a loud woman who was complaining about a neighbor of hers. I was small, but I remember the woman saying she's bitchy and cheap, and she's a Jew. And my mom gripped my hand with a snap and clumsily interjected, "So are we. We're Jews." And the non-Jew spent little energy trying to explain how she was just saying, and then she awkwardly excused herself. And Mom pulled her sunglasses over her eyes, positioned her folding cardboard and foil basal cell reflector under her chin. And she said one of the two greatest things I ever heard her say. She said, "Asshole." Decades later, Mom was on the couch, and the hospice nurse cited her breathing and said there wasn't much time. She hadn't spoken in weeks. And I sat vigil by her side, half watching Oprah, and she squeezed my hand, and I stood up and I said, "What's up, Ma?" And she forced her far, far away eyes to find mine and started to emote, but it was stuck in her throat. And I said, "Ma, what is it?" Thinking this must be utterly important, a secret, a hidden key, question she needed answered in order to have her peace, maybe. And then she lifted a shaky arm and she grabbed my shoulder and pulled me closer and lifted her head and she choked. "I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you." And then her head lowered and her eyes softened and she went back to sleep. Life is a nonstop crash course in impermanence, and I often consider the rituals we undertake when someone dies, how we celebrate them, how we adore them. And I predict, I'm certain, that someone is going to talk about how amazing you are when you're gone. They'll reframe your impatience as intensity, your depression as caring too much. They'll forgive your temper, forget the $300. And I know why we do it this way. I understand it's because we're cowards, because we're small and silly and protected and cool, and we don't assign enough respect, enough love to the living. But I'd much rather live in a world full of heroes, not just for that one day when we're hurting because they're gone or nearly gone. These things my mother said appeal to the best version of me, and I strive to say what's on my mind. Mom, I got it, loud and clear. But I also strive to appreciate you, the living, the perfect and righteous people, but also you flawed and fucked up people. I want to understand you. I want to approve of you. I want to learn something from you, whatever you are, because I need heroes I can touch, ones I can consult with. I can't depend on getting any more messages from the dead. Thank you.